Welcome to Joint Talk today. We're just smoking a joint on a beautiful morning. You know what I mean? If you want to grab your joint and light a joint with me, you are welcome to do that. Welcome to Cut It TV today, where we smoking these groovy joints today with all the beautiful brothers and sisters watching this video today. Let me light up the joint today. Nice. I've been watching, sports, and especially on more transgender issues I got, especially with women's fighting. Biologically, when the ones that were born women, a transgender doesn't have biological women parts. How can a transgender woman, because I'm saying this out of respect, how can a transgender woman, this transgender woman used to be a man, how can this transgender woman compete in women's sports? This transgender woman used to be a man. Now this transgender woman is competing in women's sports, placing in the top 5 in women's fighting. Because I don't know if it's UFC. I'm just gonna say women's fighting in general. It's just crazy to me it's just crazy to me that you can have a man that fucking transitioned, and this transgender woman is literally fracturing women's skulls because it was a man. How can we let trans women's enter in a fucking women's fighting sport, women's fighting, when they have the strength of a man? I just be like, they're fucking competed in the top 5. Now this has been talked about, and this is very much a cheat. You are a cheat. Person who did this, you are a cheater and a woman beater. You literally have to transition just to start winning fights, man. You're a fucking joke. I'd be like, essentially, you're beating up on women and getting away with it. It's literally seen on the pictures where the bitch's face is like bleeding because of her skull's fractured from a man hitting her. Yeah, man, it's not fucking transgender. I don't give a fuck how convincing these transgender people think they're a woman. In your heart, you're a woman. But scientifically, biologically, however way you want to fucking put it, you're still a fucking man by the end of the day. Even if you cut the fucker off, you're still a man by the end of the day. You still got man strength and all that. Wouldn't it make sense to have a whole new trans sports, like transgender sports, where all the transgender people compete in their transgender circle with other transgender women, instead of the transgender women fighting the regular women? I mean, man, it's like women can't even fucking. Now it's like fuck. It's probably gonna get worse. It's like you're gonna see more men that are fucking ranked hella low. Like the previous guy when he transitioned, he went from like top 300 to the top five because he was in the women's fighting category, and when he was in the men's, it was the top 300. I'm just like, what a joke, man. One more thing, I've been using, I was using Tinder, you know. And I was really out there, you know, I'm a single dude, you know, regular dude. And I mastered with this girl, right? And I said, hey, how you doing? You want to hang out or something, you know? She spoke Spanish. I said, damn. I said, why? I had to use the fucking Spanish translator on the internet just to have a Spanish conversation. I was like, you want to go out for some tacos? And I really thought about it. I said, she only speaks Spanish. Speak, I don't speak Spanish that well, you know. It's, it was hard. You know, I figured I was just looking into the future. Like, so if I go out and eat tacos with this girl that speaks only Spanish, it just kind of raised a few, you know, not suspicion, but it just raised a few like red flags for me. Like, for one, I won't be able to carry a Spanish conversation with this chick. So what are we gonna be talking about? I'll be looking at her like, hey, how you doing? You know, like she like it's quesadito. I'm just like, ah, fuck. I just would imagine, you know, she's basically like, you know, learning English still. So I'm like, fuck. I said, you know what? I I don't speak Spanish that well. You know, I don't think this will work out. You know, especially with, you know, when you're trying to talk to a person that only speaks Spanish. You know, kind of. I figure, you know, it just wasn't for me. You know, I just be like, you know, well, I apologize for wasting your time. You know, but it's whatever. You know, we getting chicken. It's Tuesday. We got paid. It's pretty nice. You know. Well, whatever. This has been Joint Talk today.